All Elite Wrestling has released new top 5 rankings for its men's, women's, and singles divisions. Let's start off with the men's singles division, and we've got AEW World Champion Jon Moxley sitting with a 14-0 record. TNT Champion Cody is at 16-1. In the number 1 spot for the second week in a row, Maxwell Jacob Friedman has an 8-0 record. Lance Archer once again in the number 2 spot at 10-1. Brian Cage in the number 3 spot at 6-1. Brody Lee maintains his number 4 ranking with a 5-1 record, and Darby Allin with a 7-4 record is the number 5 ranked wrestler in the division. There was no movement this week. These are the same rankings that took place last week. So recent matches in the division. Last week we saw TNT champion Cody defeat Eddie Kingston on Dynamite, and the number 1 ranked MJF defeated Griff Garrison on Dynamite as well. In terms of upcoming matches in the division, Cody will look to defend his TNT title tonight on Dynamite against Warhorse. Number 3, Brian Cage will team with Ricky Starks to take on number 5, Darby Allin and the AEW World Champion Jon Moxley on Dynamite tonight. And also on Dynamite tonight, number 1, MJF is going to address the state of the industry, whatever that means. Then in the women's division, Hikaru Shida's record is at 14-1. And in the number 1 spot again this week is Nyla Rose with a record of 7-2. Big Swole sits at number 2 again this week with a 5-3 record. Penelope Ford maintains her number 3 ranking. She is a 5-4 record currently. Britt Baker is injured, but moved up to the number 4 position this week as a result of Chris Statlander dropping out of the rankings. And at the number 5 spot, debuting in the rankings after picking up a win on Dark last night, is Abaddon. Abaddon also previously defeated Anna Jay on an episode of Dynamite. So as mentioned, Chris Statlander leaves the rankings this week. She had surgery recently to report a torn ACL, and that's why Britt Baker moved up to the number 4 spot. Britt Baker is due to return in September in time for the next pay-per-view. Recent matches in the women's division include number 3, Penelope Ford defeating Kenzie Page on Dark, and as mentioned, number 5, Abaddon picked up a victory on Dark as well over Skylar Moore. Upcoming matches in the women's division include tonight, when champion Hikaru Shida will face Diamante in non-title action on Dynamite. Diamante defeated Ivelisse in a match last week on Dynamite. Then going to the AEW Tag Team Division, Kenny Omega and Hangman Page, still the champions with a 10-0 record. The Dark Order still in the number 1 spot with an 8-0 record. The Best Friends are at 12-4 and maintain the number 2 ranking. The Young Bucks moved up 1 spot this week. They have a 5-2 record now and are ranked number 3. Jurassic Express dropped a spot this week in the rankings. They sit with a 5-2 record as well. And in the number 5 spot is Private Party still. So recent matches in the tag team division. As mentioned, the number 3, the Young Bucks picked up a victory over the unranked Butcher and the Blade on Dynamite. Number 4 ranked Jurassic Express dropped a match to Chris Jericho and Jake Hager on Dynamite last week. And number 2, the Best Friends defeated Alex Reynolds and John Silver on Dark. Also, the unranked Proud and Powerful Santana and Ortiz picked up a win in triple threat action on Dark over the number 5 ranked Private Party and the unranked former champions SCU. Also on Dark, the unranked FTR defeated Peter Avalon and Brandon Cutler. Upcoming matches in the division include the championship match taking place on Dynamite tonight, pitting the champions Kenny Omega and Hangman Page against the number 1 ranked Dark Order. Also tonight, the number 2 and number 3 ranked teams, the Best Friends and Jurassic Express, will team up to take on the Inner Circle. And those are your updated AEW Top 5 rankings.